For our wallets, you can have up to 500 accounts on one single wallet, and that's not including the hidden wallet. If you create a hidden wallet, you can have another 500 accounts.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is OJ and you're watching Crypto Corner, my video podcast where we discuss everything related to cryptocurrencies and blockchain tech. And as I continue my quest to finding the best hardware wallets on the market to safely store your cryptocurrencies, today I'm actually featuring this little guy here. This is the SecuX V20, a top-of-the-range hardware wallet from SecuX, which is a relative newcomer on the market, having been established in 2018. It's one of 3 very popular models that they have, and with its sleek design, it is definitely a winner for me personally. I also have the W20, which is a smaller device. It reminds me of those TomToms, if you remember them. We used them before Google Maps came into our phones. But in this video, I will focus on the V20, as I intend on using this as a primary device, while the W20 will stay as a backup device for me. The company SecuX is based in Taiwan and they have a lot of experience and history in developing tech solutions. They recently received 2 awards, Most Innovative Blockchain Security Company for 2021, and this particular device won the Most Secure Vault Protection Hardware Wallet by Corporate Vision. Corporate Vision, if you don't know, is a UK-based magazine company that places emphasis on innovation and seeks to reward those who have proven themselves to be tech pioneers and capable of providing solutions for a vast array of consumer needs. In addition to this, the 3 hardware wallets that this company has produced so far are all in the top 10 ranking by EasyVitWiki, beating Trezor One, Ledger Nano S and KeepKey, 3 of the most popular devices to date. I have actually reviewed all of these in the past, but as time goes by, new developments in the blockchain space require a new approach. This device operates with DeFi seamlessly, and in this respect, it's more advanced than most of the competition on the market today. So the most important part, of course, for any hardware wallet is the security. So I will talk about it shortly, and I also invited the marketing director of SecuX, Alice Chan, to join me for a quick Q&A. You will see our conversation in the second half of this video. But first, let's start with the design. The device is bulky and it fits perfectly in my hand. It's got this very sleek octagon design, which is similar to a coin. I can actually compare it to the British 50 pence coin, if you know this, or you can also compare it to a diamond shape, whatever takes your fancy. The important thing is that the screen is actually large. It takes almost the whole surface, and being touchscreen, it really helps to work with a bigger device. I struggle with my Trezor, the screen is really tiny. Connectivity is via USB or Bluetooth, so you can really use it on the go. And you can charge it with the USB cable, and I'm not sure how long the battery will last, but I've used mine for a few days so far, and I've only charged it once. Now, in terms of security, it's by no means any less secure than its competitors and the market leaders. It uses Infineon's secure element chip that has been CCEAL 5+ certified, so I'm quite happy to add this to my collection of hardware wallets. And as a prominent content creator, I actually have been testing and using all of them. I've created many tutorials in the past. Every good wallet is featured on this channel and I'm using all of them. After all, it's best to keep my coins in several devices rather than all in one. My goal is to have less exposure to attacks or other threats. I always say that if you're holding any coins for longer than 3 or 4 months, you shouldn't keep them on exchanges. Hence, the more devices you have, the less chance you give to someone to hack you and steal all your crypto. I have already bitter experience with Exodus. You probably know from my video. It got hacked last year and I lost a bunch of coins. The hacker swapped my crypto to Monero and then it vanished. So there is no way for me to recover this, which is yet another reason to keep my crypto on hardware wallets instead of mobile or other software wallets. So I stopped using software wallets altogether. Here is my interview with Alice, where we discussed everything from features and security of the device to the materials that were used and even customers' feedback. I opted for a complete transparency, so this is going to give you a very valuable insight into the specifics of this product and why it's a good choice for you.
Our company was established in 2018, and our product has been on the market from last year. It was quite a very considerable process in designing the product. We did all the design in-house, and we have a very comprehensive supply chain so that we can control all the security from beginning to end.
And in terms of the team that is working on this device, what can you tell me about your team and their experience as well?
We're actually quite a special kind of blockchain company because, when you hear about blockchain company, they're all, very young, and because blockchain is such a new technology, the average age is probably 27. But in our company, we have our executives, they have 30 years of experience in consumer electronics. We're in Taiwan, so we have a very solid base of supply chain. And we also have a very young and agile research and development team. So we have both advantages of both ends of the industry, and that's what makes our product very mature and special.
About the usability of the device, so we have USB and Bluetooth connectivity. Bluetooth is actually very convenient for many, especially if you're going to be using it with a mobile phone application. And on the other hand, people have some concerns about the security of Bluetooth. We know from the very beginning when Bluetooth started being used that people were talking about how someone can hack into your phone via Bluetooth and stuff like that. So talk to me a little bit about the security.
Okay. Well, in terms of security, because we are a hardware wallet company, and what's special about hardware wallets is we save the private key and your personal PIN in a very secure chip. We use a German manufactured military grade Infineon secure element chip. And what goes into the chip, which is your most important information, your private key and your personal PIN, it doesn't leave the device under any circumstance. So in terms of Bluetooth connection, if you are using a software wallet and your private key and your personal PIN is saved on your phone or on the cloud, then it does have the risk of being hacked. But when your private key and your personal PIN is offline in the hardware wallet, even if it's connected to your phone with Bluetooth connection, which we have multiple layers of security. We require a password, we require a PIN to get it to have access to your hardware wallet. We also require an OTP while your wallet is connecting to your phone on Bluetooth. So we have multiple safety measures in terms of security.
Right. And also I saw that you have this feature, which is a hidden wallet. I think this is what I've seen previously with Ledger, where you can actually create a couple of accounts on that same device. And in case you are kind of at a threat, someone forces you to give away your password or to unlock your device in front of them so they can steal your coins or something like that, you have that option to actually have let's call it like a dummy or fake wallet that would have a little bit of funds in there just to kind of, show to people, oh, this is my wallet, and they steal like the little funds you have rather than the actual funds. Am I right in assuming that?
Yes. What it does is you have your 24 recovery words, and that creates a private key for your normal wallet. And you can also go into the hidden wallet function, and our SecuX wallet will ask you to create a passphrase and also a different PIN, different from the first wallet that you just set up. So what it does is, with the 24 recovery words that you had already, plus the passphrase, it creates another private key. So essentially, you have another wallet inside this wallet. So it's parallel to the first one that you just set up. And with the new PIN that you set up, you can have the option of logging into either your normal wallet with the first PIN or directly log into your hidden wallet with your second PIN.
Right.
So even if someone got your wallet and threatened you to give them your 24 words, they don't know that you have another hidden wallet with the passphrase on it. So you don't. So if you have most of your assets in this hidden wallet, it wouldn't be compromised.
And you can create one of these or multiple?
You can create multiple ones, but what we do in the SecuX wallet is you can only access 2 wallets at the same time, and that is your normal wallet and one of your hidden wallet. It depends on which passphrase you put in.
So would you say that it's kind of safer to actually create that hidden wallet, because in this case you are adding yet another, like a 25th basically word, as you said,
Yes.
if
Yes.
I understand this correctly. So this is kind of the most secure way, is it?
I would say it really depends how you use your wallet. Like a lot of people probably think that they have their passphrase, but once you forget about your passphrase, it's the same. I mean, what it does in this decentralized blockchain network, you have to be able to and be responsible to securely store all your important credentials. If you forget your 24 recovery words or your passphrase, there's no one to find that information for you.
To make it clear to the viewers, if they forget passphrase or PIN code or something, they cannot email you and ask you to assist, because you don't get any of this information.
No, we operate a non-custodial service, so that means we don't store any of your personal credentials. We don't require any personal identification information to open or set up an account. Everything is controlled by the user. It's controlled by you. We merely just provide the portal for you to operate and access your assets.
Right. Now, in this regard, I'm gonna share my screen. I just want to go into this article, which I found when I was researching, and I'm pretty sure many people, when they are researching this wallet, they might actually go and find this article. So it's good to explain a few of the things that I saw here that I'm also personally not too familiar with. I mean, there are some points that this author make, and this is someone who's actually been testing the wallet and is making this review here, and it talking about exposed XPubs. You know, this is usually something that I wouldn't necessarily notice or be able to spot, and this is the point that is made here. I'm gonna quickly read it. While viewing the Bitcoin account information, 2 calls are made with both the XPub and the YPub for the current account being viewed. You can see these requests in the developer tools and retain for future reference. In brief, the web interface is communicating with the hardware wallet, extracting the public keys and sending them to api.blockchain.com to get the list of addresses. And from a privacy standpoint, your XPub information, or at least traffic regarding cryptocurrency, is being shared with the following and maybe more. And there is a list here of a few different websites that possibly are being exposed to information that is kind of private information. What can you tell me about this? Because I personally don't quite understand how this works or how this is possible. Because I'm not really that advanced in terms of programming and security, IT, and I'm sure some people would know exactly what this means. Other people would also not have a clue. So let's kind of explain a little bit about this, if you can.
I mean, this is actually very technical, but I'll try to explain it in an easier and in an easier way. Okay, so XPub is shared to third-party websites such as Blockchain to retrieve account and transaction information to your wallet. These data are a series of seemingly random numbers and letters that do not associate with any personal data. Even if someone extracts these data somehow and figured out the number of addresses and balances that derives from the same private key, that's probably I mean, by reading the information, that's probably all they can get. They would not be able to find out the identity of the private key owner because it's not associated with any personal identification data. So if in the unfortunate event of your computer being hacked, or if you are using an unsecure network, then it's not the private key that you need to worry about. It's all your account names and passwords, your emails, your bank details, your credit card numbers, and so on and so forth. Your digital assets will still remain safe as long as you have your recovery words and PIN securely stored offline and not on the computer that's been hacked.
Right.
So that sort of explains this. The XPub information is basically part of your public key, and the public key is what you use to retrieve information from the blockchain. And without sharing this XPub information, we cannot operate our hardware wallet. We can't really show any information on your hardware wallet.
But the private key at no point is being exposed to any third party, right?
No, the private key is inside the secure element chip. There's no way it's coming out. We can discuss this on two levels. It's the firmware design and the physical security. Our firmware was written without any possible backdoors. It uses fixed API that doesn't allow any other entry nor the possibility to withdraw information from it. So on the other hand, any attempt of a physical break-in of the chip in the attempt to extract data from it will trigger the self-destructive mechanism to destroy the chip, along with the private key and PIN information at the exposure to light. So that's why I said there's no way that this information is getting out, because on the firmware level, there's no backdoor for anyone to get in and to take anything out. And on the physical level, once someone tries to open up the chip, it destroys itself.
Is the self-destruction mechanism on both devices, or is it only for
on all of our devices, yes.
In the reviews on Amazon, a few customers were talking about paying higher fees than what they expected. I think one of the examples was particularly about Dogecoin, saying how most of the transactions for Dogecoin are usually costing $1, and how he was transacting with sending a Dogecoin from his SecuX wallet, and it charged him 2.50. Which, I mean, yes, Dogecoin is costing cents, so it's not really a big difference. But if you just purely look at the amount, 250 compared to 1 is basically 150% extra. So let's discuss that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, first of all, SecuX, we don't charge any transaction fee or network fee. All the fees are paid towards the miners on the blockchain network. So the fee estimate, well, we use a fee estimator, and the fee estimator is calculated through, it's how busy the network is and also the demand of the transaction. So for a lot of the cryptocurrency fees they're not fixed. It's really out with our control of how much they're charging. But I can assure you that SecuX, we don't charge anything extra. All the fees that we charge through the transaction is paid towards the miners on the blockchain network.
And this is usually the case with most of the wallets. And I've actually seen this argument being made a few times for different services. I think with custodial services, it is a little bit different, because with custodial services, they do decide what they charge, and they change these kind of charges and things like that. But it wouldn't make sense for a non-custodial service to actually determine the fee themselves. So what you just explained to me makes perfect sense to me. So yes, it's true that as you get new customers, and especially people that are new to cryptocurrencies and just got into this space, you're going to get more and more errors and issues and problems that people will have, and they will need that assistance. By the way, this is a good time to talk to you about your customer service, your help desk, how it's organized, how it works. Is it email, phone, live chat, Telegram? What is it? How it works?
Okay. We have an online contact form. on our website under the support section. So if you have any concerns or if you have any questions about setting up your wallet, or if there's something wrong with your transaction, you can always go to our contact us page and send us a message. We will try to respond as soon as possible. To be honest, we were quite proud that so far we have been able to respond to our customer questions and requests within 48 hours.
Yeah, this is important because I guess when people have a problem, they want...
Yeah, we understand how anxious they are and how they really need someone to help them. And I know some of the services that, you know, we do have a lot of customers telling us that they can't get any reply or like in weeks. So we're quite proud of the timely reply that we can give to our customers. We also take messages on all our social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So whatever our customer feels comfortable in getting in touch with us, they can use their preferred platform.
Right. Well, this is actually very handy because I'm pretty sure many people would prefer to contact you on Twitter or Instagram just because of the fact that there is no forms to be filling up. It's kind of instant, quick, easy. If you're going to be looking for this device on Amazon, inevitably you're going to find the reviews here, and one of the top critical reviews is from January this year. So it's been like 6 months already, but it's talking about malfunctioning. And I know that things like that happen, and it doesn't have to be a general issue. It could be really specific to the device of this user, but I would like your take on this because it's got 44 people found this helpful. So let's break it down and explain it. This thing malfunctioned, the user says, the whole time, or was set up to rob you. It caused me so much stress, I liquidated my entire stock portfolio. Keystroke errors, Bluetooth failures, and warning to lock me out every time. It uploaded 2 shares of Ethereum bought at $1,440, and then they disappeared from the wallet. I want a refund, an apology, and compensation for lost revenue. This thing ruined my whole year. Okay, this is really a frustrated user, but let's try and understand what actually happened here and what could be the solution to this.
Well, first of all, I mean, I understand when operating electronics, I mean, I think we all have the same experience. You bought a new iPhone or you bought a new iPad, you don't understand how to set it up, and it's really frustrating. And I'd like to apologize on our company's behalf. So what the hardware wallet does, it's the only function for the hardware wallet is to save your private key and your personal PIN, and so that it can sign transactions when you are sending it out. All your cryptocurrency are always stored on the blockchain network. What our web application or mobile application or our wallet does is to retrieve the information from the blockchain network and have it show on your device screen as a format that you can understand. So it's not possible for us to make your crypto disappear from your account. What it's probably doing is maybe the device might be malfunctioned when in its factory settings. And in that case, we will always, if you have contacted us through customer support and telling us that your wallet is not working well, we will replace you with a new wallet and help you go through the setup process again.
I think it's also worth mentioning, sorry to interrupt you, but I think this is actually quite a common sense here. So when you set up your wallet, you receive that seed phrase, you generate a seed phrase, mnemonic phrase. Is it 12 or 24 words? 24 words, I think, in this case. And you really have to keep this seed phrase safe and secure. You need to write them down, ideally physically on a physical copy, not in your computer, not on a file on a hard drive or something like that, so that it cannot be hacked. So you have that with you. If anything happens to your device, it's broken, stolen, damaged, malfunctions like this person had, they can contact you and you can send them another device that will not malfunction, and they can set it up with the same seed phrase, meaning that they will have access to exactly the same account that they already set up with the device that got malfunctioned or stolen or broken, whatever. So this is always the case, and this is actually the case with all of the hardware wallets. And I know people who had problems with their ledgers. I know people who had problems with their trezors. The Trezor Model T a lot of the times didn't have the touch screen, was malfunctioning. Many people were complaining on my videos where I was making tutorials about them. So typically the company would replace it with another device, and you can set it up and have it exactly the same with all of the information and data from the original one. So I guess this is an important point here for customers like this one who might actually have some sort of a malfunction. And I have a feeling this would be the same case here with the second review here. This is from September last year. No, this is from September 2019. It goes quite back. It says, when I purchased this product, it is sold starting that it supports different coins. However, it doesn't support the movement of certain coins of the device. Now, this is really, for me, this was really weird to see that, because I've never heard of anything like that. Basically, the person is saying that you can receive a certain coin, so there is support for that coin in the device, but he cannot send these coins. I can read it here. He says, I can accept certain coins, but I can't send those coins to a different address or convert them to cash. False advertisement. Now I have to wait only God knows how long before they upgrade so I can send coins to convert them to cash. Basically what that person means is that they want to send a specific cryptocurrency to an exchange and then exchange it for fiat. Now I'm forced to purchase another hardware wallet, and then okay, whatever. So I don't think I personally don't think this makes sense, but explain to me what could be the issue here.
Okay. Well, first of all the coins and tokens that we support, you can send and receive them without any problems. You can send them to whatever address you want. You can do peer-to-peer transaction. You can send them to the exchange as long as the address is
compatible
of the same network. Then it's possible. It's always possible to send them out, even if it's 2 years ago. For a hardware wallet, if I haven't heard of any hardware wallet that only support the function of receiving but not sending. But in our case, we do both for sure.
Yes, I mean, I was really surprised to see that, because I've never come across that kind of an issue. The only thing that I can think of is sometimes you have different format for wallet addresses. I can give a good example with Litecoin or Bitcoin that you have the SegWit address, you have the legacy.
Exactly.
There is also even a third format, which is kind of trying to combine and everything. Typically, you wouldn't have a problem sending from either format to any of the other ones. But with Ethereum tokens, for instance, or with, let's take an example with the most obvious ones, which would be USD Tether, that is available for Omni, Tron, and TRC20 Ethereum-based tokens. With these, for instance,
which we both support.
Which you support, but if you let's say the exchange might only support ERC20, and you might be wanting to send the TRC20, the Tron version, and this way you cannot do that. So to me, it seems like maybe that person was trying to send a token from one blockchain to a different blockchain, maybe not understanding that it doesn't work like this. Maybe they had Ethereum and they tried to send it to a Bitcoin address and it rejected it, and they were like, well, I can't. I mean, I'm assuming here, which is not great. It would have been better if they could explain exactly which coin they tried to send. They couldn't.
Yeah, we do encounter a lot of customer service, is customers sending coins or tokens to the wrong network, but we do try our best to help them retrieve those tokens or offer them different methods that they can try.
Yes, and here we can also mention that if you lose your device or something happens and you don't really want to buy another one of the same, perhaps you don't want to spend the same money or something like that, you could still use this the BIP39.2 and the other tools or a different device and still do a restore. Am I right in saying that?
Yes. As long as it's compatible, you can recover or restore your wallet on any wallets and regain access to your assets.
I'm not going to go through all of the reviews because, and there's many positive reviews as well. I'm sorry that I had to focus on the negatives, but of course, right now we are trying to actually explain what the problems are, what, how they occur and how are you, what can you do to resolve them, or what can people do actually to avoid having these kind of problems. Because what I'm seeing here is that a lot of the issues that were explained here were avoidable. I mean, some of these were technical issues that if you have a device that is more functioning, you just have to contact the customer support, and I'm sure they will be happy to help and maybe send you a new device, or if it's a troubleshoot, some type of a problem, they will be helping you to avoid it. And then people talking about the fees, I actually stopped sharing just before the comment about the fees, but we already covered that. I mean, fees are not being determined by the company that produces the device. You said that you're using a tool that is actually automatically determining what is the fee based on the network congestion, meaning what is the current traffic and what is the transaction volume. Of course, for any network, when you have a bigger transaction volume, then transactions become slower and more expensive.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And with most of the networks that I am familiar with, meaning most of the cryptocurrencies, the transactions are fluid. They're not fixed, meaning today you will be paying one type of a fee, tomorrow you will be paying different. It could be less, it could be more. It is not a fixed. Some blockchains actually support a fixed fee. I think Neo is one of those blockchains where the fee is kind of the same, and I'm sure there were a few others that are on top of my head right now I can't think of, but
I think also Stellar also
yes, okay, yeah, Stellar. I mean, XRP is usually really cheap, but also I don't think it is a fixed fee. I think it differs. So yeah, you can expect that the fee will be fluctuating. It's not going to be a fixed one.
Also, another question that we get asked a lot is the memory of our wallets. But what I like to say is that for our wallets, you can have up to 500 accounts on one single wallet, and that's not including the hidden wallet. If you create a hidden wallet, you can have another 500 accounts. So that's also in the same device. So that's also a reference of how much crypto, because we get asked a lot of how much crypto can you store on your hardware wallet. So I like to stress again that the hardware wallet doesn't save your crypto. It only saves your private key and your personal PIN, and all your crypto is on the blockchain network. But you can have up to 500, or with the hidden wallet, 1,000 accounts on your hardware wallet.
Yeah, this is a very important point because this is probably one of your strongest competition points against the likes of Ledger or Trezor, who don't really have that kind of a choice. With Ledger, you hold maximum 9 or 10, 11, I think, wallets with the latest upgrade firmware upgrade that they did, and this is because the device itself has a capacity, right? And all of these wallets are basically different applications. And because the Ledger is such a small, and Trezor is also, they're both small devices, and you just cannot have such a big hardware in such a small physical device to be able to sustain a lot of applications. And it's not that you actually have all of these coins in the device. You actually just have applications on this device, and these applications are accessing the private keys for the different blockchains, and your coins are just being information stored on the relevant blockchain. Meaning, if you have Litecoin, then there is information on the Litecoin blockchain that reads your private key. You access that information with your private key, and this is how your wallet will see, oh, this person has 3 Litecoin or 300 or whatever it is. And then if you have Ether, then your wallet will be connecting with your private key to the Ethereum blockchain and will be reading that data, that information about the transactions that have happened. And this is how your wallet realizes, oh, well, you have 5 Ether, or 500, whatever it is.
Yeah.
This is what people don't quite understand how it works, because we are used to, when we say a wallet, we're used to actually keep our coins and physical money in our wallets. It's not exactly the same with cryptocurrencies, but this is why it's possible to actually have, as you said, 500 applications on this device. And then as you have 2 different accounts, you get up to 1,000 applications. I think this is the highest amount that I've come across in the hardware wallets that I've personally used. Okay, well, I think we covered it all. If you have anything else to add, now is the time, because I have run out of questions. So let me know if there's anything else that you want to add here.
Well, I like to take this opportunity to tell everyone about our new features that's coming out on the 29th of July. We'll be rolling out new support for Cardano ADA and also Binance Smart Chain, BSC, and also we are supporting Wallet Connect on our iOS app as well.
Yeah, that's actually important, because Binance Smart Chain is really gaining strength. It's that's
right, yeah.
A lot of applications are starting to be built there, and it's kind of giving Ethereum a run for its money. I mean, it's not Ethereum, of course, it's not Ethereum yet, but for the time being, especially with the high fees of Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain is really, is really becoming popular.
It's becoming really competitive.
And also, DeFi and everything with Binance Smart Chain. Again, it's a sector that is growing. So I'm pretty sure that people will be needing that. So that's important.
Yeah, we like to support our users to expand their use on their hardware, on their SecuX wallets to the full extent. And that's why we are rolling out like Wallet Connect function that they can connect their wallets to a lot of DeFi applications, and also supporting Binance Smart Chain as well. Well, thank you again for having us and giving us this opportunity to be on the show. We really enjoyed it, and I had a really good time. I think it was a really good discussion.
Well, my pleasure. You're always welcome. Okay, well, this was my interview with Alice. I hope you enjoyed it and it gave you a lot of valuable insight. Now, in conclusion, why I like this device? Well, first, because it's secure. It has a complete suite of security features in place, from protected production chain to tamper-resistant packaging, right down to its military-grade CCEAL5+ certified secure element for keeping your assets safe and unassailable. Rugged aluminum case is another thing that I really liked about it. It ensures years of protection. It's compatible, connected via USB or Bluetooth to your Windows, Mac or Linux computer through your browser. In my case, I use Brave browser. Google Chrome is the main one, so any browser that is based on Chrome will work. Also, iPhones and iPads and Android devices can be used with the dedicated mobile application. It supports Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Ripple, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Binance Chain, Dogecoin, Stellar, and many other coins, plus over 1,000 ERC20 and Tron tokens. It's easy to navigate with a simple, streamlined interface and simple firmware update process that is more streamlined than the competitors to ensure smooth updates, also maximizing security and usability. It is USB-C equipped for easy charging and connection to my laptop. The touchscreen is large and easy to type passwords and to navigate transactions. It is also super easy to set up. One of the easiest devices actually I had to set up. I did a separate video where I'm showing you, I'm taking you step by step through the process of setting this up, so make sure that you check this out. And also it has Bluetooth connectivity to your phone or to your other devices. You can send and receive coins with a Bluetooth. Your keys never leave your device, and the Bluetooth is only used for sending signed transactions to the blockchain, thus reducing the risks that are usually associated with Bluetooth. all in all, I'm a great fan, so it's a great addition to my collection of HD wallets, and I have quite a few already, trust me. You can find my step-by-step guide on how to set it up in my next video. As you know, I'm most famous for my easy to follow and very detailed tutorials, so I will not disappoint. I will include the link in the description below, and you will also find my discount codes in there. So should you choose to buy one of these devices for yourself or any of the other models, you can use one of my discount codes. Also, in the description below, you will find links to my 2 ebooks: Learn Crypto, the ultimate beginner's guide to investing in cryptocurrencies, and Crypto Jargon A to Z. This is the most thorough dictionary of crypto terminology, acronyms, and slang that we use in reference to blockchain and cryptocurrencies in general. This is now in its 3rd edition, and it is an Amazon bestseller, so make sure that you check it out. Well, thanks for staying until the end of this video. Don't forget to leave a like, show your support, and a comment below. I'm signing off, and I will see you in the next episode.